that is our first match of the day. Newbie versus LP Club, Lin versus FoCuS in an Orc Mirror. We start on Terranos Stand. It's of course a best of 3 throughout the entire group stage, throughout the entire round of 16. This is a pretty sick tournament, ladies and gentlemen. $14,000 on the line. The best players of China, Korea, and Happy is included here as well. And today we're going to determine the first 2 players who are making it to the top 8, which is then going to be single elimination here in the group stage as you know it most of the time. GSL groups, double elimination. 4 players go in this group stage, 2 players will go out of the group stage. And here it is Lin, FoCuS, and later Fly versus Sock. This is all played online, but here is our first match. I have no camera control, but I hope... Wait a second. Did they erase the UI of Warcraft 3? Ah, no. I thought for a second they did. They were just a little zoomed in, I guess. But here we have it in the blue, in the bottom. This is FoCuS representing the Orcs, South Korea, at LP Club. His opponent is, for a long time, the best Orc in the world. Is he still the best Orc in the world? Is he still the greatest Orc Mirror player of all time? Lin was struggling quite a bit, and... Okay, we don't have any in-game sound, just music. Which is a little annoying. Maybe they will turn it off in a bit. So, yeah, FoCuS defeated Lin recently. 3-2 in AWL. As I said, Lin was struggling a little. And we have a Shadow Hunter first for FoCuS. Wow. This is pretty much a Terranos Stand exclusive. But we have seen this before. It's nothing too uncommon. If I'm not mistaken, Shadow Hunter Pit Lord second then. Doesn't surprise me too much. And they got rid of the music. Will we get in-game sound as well is the question. And will we have mana bars is the second question, as we are reliant on Chinese production here. No mana bars. That makes it a little hard to cast and to observe, but alright. We do have in-game music. A little bit at least. So, Lightning Shield start. This is one of the biggest reasons for the Shadowhunter first tactic that both players are going for. Level 2 immediately. And, of course, the big item. He moves the Shadowhunter away to not kill the creeps. Big healing potion for Lin. And the Scroll of the Beast for FoCuS, who is almost denying the creeps there. I think he did deny one. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh my god, did he just deny 2 creeps? He's not level 2. And I guess he won't be level 2 for quite some time. T2 has started for Lin already. Wait a second, the colors are wrong. Lin is in the blue, and FoCuS is in the red. Ooh, this is confusing. But yeah, this is FoCuS's account name. So FoCuS on the upper left-hand side, Lin on the bottom right. So this is a way better start for FoCuS, who's now gearing up. Oh, nice. We have in-game sound finally. And unit responses as well. Cool. Oh, good. And the mana bars. Beautiful. It's getting better and better. If they now switch the colors, then everything is good. So we have instant mercenary access for both. FoCuS with his earlier level 2 and no denies can claim the middle. Only now level 2 for Lin, who has Spidey Socks, a little bit more mana, and the Scroll of the Beast. Sold his Town Portal. Can come in handy in the first bigger fight, but with Raider Walker, which should be the norm in Orc Mirror, the Scroll of the Beast isn't too great. Also no Blade Master here, but if we really go Shadowhunter second, then the combination of Hull of Terror and Scroll of the Beast could be really, really nice. So this is all a creeping game until level 2, until tier 2. But yeah, FoCuS claims the neutral spots, while Lin is only going... Oh, another Lightning Shield creep here. Is only going for his side of the map. This is a big one, though, with the second big consumable. 2 Lightning Shield creeps here. But there's a creep jack by FoCuS. He comes in. He should have Hex. Not going for it now. Nice play by Lin to hex the opposing Shadow Hunter right before the last hit opportunity. Scroll the Beast used now, but speed scroll for focus to get out. I think there was a Berserker advantage. Oh, the Shadow Hunter is alone. Can he hex and surround him? There's no speed scroll, but apparently no mana. He doesn't want to use it right now. Scouting on all sides. Lin did get the second scroll of the Beast here as well, and the Berserker for FoCuS. Getting killed by the creeps, but I guess the same goes for the Grunt here if it's being slowed, which is not, but more experience for Lin. And closing in on level 3. First bit of aggression, we're racing towards the tavern, and is this the Pit Lord? We have a second hero for FoCuS already. It's the Fire Lord! Okay. I did expect... it's a Fire Lord on both sides, actually, with lava spawns. And the peons were intercepted right in the middle for Lin here, so how powerful is this push? I was kind of surprised that we didn't see more hexes, but that's the reason right here. Double summons, it's Serpent Wards and lava spawns, and he's wrecking these burrows. The totem in the back might also fall. The lava spawn will most likely not split as it just attacked the buildings. There's towers coming up now as well. Is it FoCuS's tower? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. Otherwise it would be under attack. Mass summons 3 Serpent Wards for FoCuS. Will the damage be enough against this? Okay, it is FoCuS's tower in the back. Good old Shadow Hunter Fire Lord tower push. And Lin is continuing to lose units. He can't reproduce anything, but FoCuS losing 2 grunts as well. Question is, can the lava spawn split or not? Shadow Priest under attack for Lin. More grunts falling on both sides, but the towers, they're buying so much time. 60% already. Shadow Priest at level 3, but the Fire Lord for FoCuS is... or is it Lin now? Did they switch it? Yes, they did. Fire Lord for Lin is about to die, so GG! Lin taps out and FoCuS wins a chaotic map 1. Whew. Not used to this anymore. To this clean feed casting, sorry about that. But I hope for the next match it will be a lot better. It was all a little confusing with the colors and no sound and everything, but we can guarantee FoCuS taking map 1 again. Just Lin denying the creeps in the early game. This is not supposed to happen. And yeah, if that happens, you have a problem. And then he was Creepjack, couldn't get the entire camp for the fast level 3. FoCuS was the first to be at the tavern, was the first to be in Lin's base to just drag the burrows. And if there's a fight and you can't really reproduce and you don't have the position to attack the towers and let the towers come up, your base is under attack, and then it doesn't work anymore. Thank you, Mr. David L. Ross, for the 25-month resub. Neo, you're the real thing. Damn! Hello from New York City. Finally, good time for you Americans over there, right? Hope you enjoy it, even though the first game was not the best. But we have all settled it out now. And for the next game, I hope we have the right colors and music immediately and all that good thing. It's kind of cool that finally a clean feed from China is working so far flawlessly. Quality seems to be good as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. Or to the rest of the tournament here. As we're gonna be here for the next 3 days. Unfortunately, Group C and D will be played at the same time. But we chose, of course, 4-1-2-0 and Moon with Yumiko. Well, actually, we're kind of dependent on what the Chinese will show us, but I would be very surprised if they don't go for Group D with the best Chinese Night Owl, Undead, and Moon. They should be going for that. If you're a longtime fan of Back to Warcraft or competitive Warcraft, this has always been the case. For next tournaments, they won't allow us to be in-game. It's a different department than NetEase Shanghai. This is organized by NetEase Guangzhou, if I'm not mistaken. So they provide a clean feed, which is kind of the norm for esports nowadays, just not for Warcraft 3. We're in a very privileged position to be in-game and the spectators all the time. So yeah, it's always been the same for next tournaments. And I have to get some tissues, I guess. So gonna be right back. I hope you enjoyed the W3IL broadcast of Remo on Sunday. After W League, I was just completely dead. Couldn't really move anymore, just stayed in bed for like the 2 days after. And now I'm at like 70% again. Enough to provide you with some coverage and broadcast. So, map number 2, as you can see here in the beautiful next production, Twisted Meadows it is. From Terranas, where FoCuS won to a more normal map, but a very item-dependent map. It is Lin's pick now as his loser's choice, and it's match points for FoCuS. He could make his way into the Winnerbracket final right away, where he will find either Fly or Sock. We'll see about that in the second Winnerbracket semifinal. And Twisted, as I said, very item dependent, also very starting position dependent. In the upper left, it's super easy to do the rock golem creep. In the upper right, it's doable. And in the bottom right, it's doable as well. But bottom left, not so sure. So let's see where the two players spawn. It's Lin in the blue with the perfect spot. This is the easiest lap creep on Twisted. FoCuS in the bottom right. It's hard to do. It's really hard to do. Twisted a little asymmetrical. So the way from the laboratory to the base is a little different. But FoCuS is pretty good at creeping and manipulating creep AI. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see him do that as well. And I guess the barracks position in the bottom right indicates it already. So we have... Oh, wow. We have an interesting opening already. This should be a Blade Master, because without the Blade Master, this is absolutely not doable. And pimping the Blade Master here is super easy on this map. So if this is a Vamp Aura right away, this is absolutely great. Boots of Kel'Thuzad as well. Even the Subby Mask is amazing. And FoCuS, is he going for that or not? I'm not 100% sure, as we didn't see his base just yet. Is the stream delayed? No, not today. Live as it can be, since we have a clean feed, and if they want a delay on the stream, they can do it on the clean feed anyway. So Lin, here we go. Super important to not deny the rock golem here with the burrow. That's #1 priority to get the experience. And FoCuS is doing the same, as you can see in the bottom right.
A player's quarters are under attack.
Okay, this is interesting production here, zooming in a little on the action. And Blade Master gets the experience and the Boots of Kel'Thuzad. This is such a big deal early. And FoCuS, he fucked it up a little. That didn't work too well for him. The rock golem is still alive, glitched through the maze. And yeah, 0 experience for the leader in this series. No item for him as well. We didn't really see what happened. We just saw the ogre, the golem move back. So time to catch up, but that will require a lot of creeping here. He has no freedom to roam around. And he needs a lot of heal salves because of that. Level 2 for Lin here as well. That's critical strike and good damage right away for the former question mark best Orc Mirror player in the world. At one point he had around an 80% win rate. No one could beat him, and then Soin started to take maps off of Lin and Orc Mirrors. Oh, only a gloves. That's not the greatest here. Ring of Protection, no, Circle of Nobility for Lin. And he most likely bought a second one at the shop. Yes, oh boy, is this Blady pimped in comparison to what FoCuS has. He has crit, he has more damage, he has more attack speed, he has more armor, he has more HP. A one-on-one battle will definitely go to Lin right now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Plus 10 damage right away. And he's stealing experience from FoCuS' side of the map. The Shadowhunter could have a little jump start with creeping the laboratory, because the Rock Golem is already hurt and Lin has to move him out of the base to creep something somewhere. It's a little exposed and it takes more time. But tier 2 is not done yet. So how can FoCuS get back? If he stalls some time and goes into power creeping, Lin should always be a little faster. But the Blade Master's not everything. The Shadowhunter is even more important in Orc Mirror. So if he finds, let's say, big mana, Pendant of Energy, Subby Mask, stuff like that, or a Vamp Aura, especially the Vamp Aura, things can turn around. Nowadays also the Devotion Aura is pretty damn great. And here we have the first consumable for FoCuS, and finally level 2. Scroll of the Beast again, the third one in this series. FoCuS gambling a little. He has to take these risks. If a Blade Master appears here now, the Blade Master's his own Blade Master is most likely dead if he's not reacting in time with a backstep of 40. Lin with the Shadowhunter, of course, Beastery and Walker will be coming soon. So they see each other like ships in the night. 31 supply for FoCuS at the moment. Bought the Berserker again.
Forces are under attack.
And Lin is aiming for some tier 2 buildings, and this looks really good. He has the damage easily for the Beastery at least. Not too sure if he can get the Totem as well. But this throws back FoCuS big time. Who still focuses on creeping. There we go. He has enough mana. Still no mana bars enabled, but you can see it in the bottom left. With the Hex. This should be a safe Berserker. There we go. Shouldn't be able to do enough damage, but maybe in the meantime Blade Master can steal some stuff or prevent creeping on Lin's side for the SH. But this is super annoying now. Oh, Blade Master was almost dead. I think he's... Did he steal something? I'm not too sure. Got close to level 3. 2 hexes used before even creeping a single spot just to save the Berserker. This slows down creeping a lot. He's not level 3 yet. Yeah, it's not looking too great for FoCuS. In the meantime,
A player's forces
Lin just unfolding his tier 2 orc like he should. With raiders, with walkers, with a leveled Shadowhunter. Nice reveal. Did he find a crystal ball somewhere? Or did he, okay, I think he just revealed to get rid of a Blade Master. Robe of the Magi. Oh, nice. Lin steals another one. Now he's super tanky as well. He has 10 armor. And good damage. Oh boy. Very good balance between damage and tankiness for Lin. Who's going up to 40 supply now, builds the War Mill for Kodo Beast, so he didn't get punished at all. And gets the Vamp Aura. Oh, this is crazy. Even got a clause of attack, which will be handed to the Blade Master now for even more damage. This is then plus 16 for him. I think Lin even has the time for tier 3. There's no way FoCuS can punish anything with a level 1 Shadowhunter in this inventory. There's absolutely no way. Supply stack now, and Lin is just getting ready for the creep steal. It's so necessary for FoCuS to get the items and experience, but Lin with an Invo Potion gets the item. It's only a Belt of Giant Strength, not really worth the Invo, but taking it away from FoCuS and having the creep jack now is brutal. The walkers being taken out. Scroll the beast on FoCuS's side, but what is there to boost the damage even? Not really anything. Needs some kind of healing soon though on the blade. Hex on the Shadowhunter. Can he get the crit? Maybe. Oh, but the heal wave last second. 174 critical strike was massive, but just not enough. And 2 ogres now falling. Shadowhunter. FoCuS only going for the hero focus. Speed scroll use, but slowed down immediately. And all of a sudden, FoCuS can get the Shadowhunter kill. That's a big one. The Blade Master is super hurt there as well. Loses a couple of units in the process, but maybe that was worth it in the end.
A player's forces are under attack.
Great fight by FoCuS for what he had. Might start a comeback. It's still looking dire. Don't get me wrong. It's still looking bad for FoCuS, but a Shadowhunter is the key to this matchup. But it's a big supply deficit. 33 only for FoCuS. Okay, he just hit on the burrow to keep him stuck at 40. Oh, FoCuS is too late with the repair. Great positioning of the Blade Master as well. There's almost no surface for the peons. And it could even be pillage here. Oh, no, it's not. Nice ethereal form. Even a town portal out after getting the second burrow. This is absolute disaster for FoCuS afterward. Needs 2 burrow replacement, 320 gold. He wants to rebuild an army. He's 13 supply down. The only thing he got here was the Shadowhunter, really. Healing is running on everything. FoCuS needs an insane item luck and a rush, like a rush Shadowhunter, and then a great position as well. Not that easy to get on Twisted.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
And then stole the item in the bottom left already. So it's very good by FoCuS to go counterclockwise with the creeping. But how obnoxious is this Blade Master? Crazy. So we have level 3 for Lin. This means that FoCuS has no way to win a fight in the next 10 minutes. Maybe a Staff of Silence could help, but not even that, I think. Hero FoCuS is the only option, and Lin is preparing so well for it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and Lin is getting ready for the creep jack again. Yes, we do have a Kodo, but what's this army? It's ridiculous. 1 raider, 2 walkers. Does he even have a speed scroll? I'm not entirely sure. He does, but this escape goes on the cost of the Kodo. Lin's army is gigantic in comparison. Plus he has the Vamp Aura. This Kodo is toast immediately. Nice surround by Lin. FoCuS tries to retreat into his own base. Peons were called already. But this barracks is so exposed. Could kill it right away. The Blade Master is just bloodthirsty. Kind of surrounds the Blade Master here. Crit for 147. How long can he heal against this? I don't think the mana looks too good on him. Switches the target, okay. But this is so one-sided. Lin with 2 auras against FoCuS with 0. He's still getting a couple of kills, but... Come on. FoCuS is trying his best. But the best will definitely not be enough. Instant Kodo snipe again. GG 50-50. The series is tied. Lin smashing FoCuS on map 2. Kind of the same as on map 1, interestingly. But yeah, 2 one-sided maps, and now we will have a decision on... And it both came... Like, both matches came down to creeping. Lin on map 1, denying the creep, couldn't get to level 2 with his Shadowhunter. FoCuS on map 2, didn't get the Rock Golem, didn't get the item, didn't get even close to level 2. And yeah, this is pretty much what decided both games. I hope we will get no fuck-ups on map number 3. we have the first and a big donation of the day. Thank you, Remo's roommate, for 50 euros. It's so rare I catch you guys live being in Los Angeles, but I love every single video. Also, your music is fantastic, and it would be awesome if you released a playlist or song names, maybe even a good Patreon give out. Cheers, have a wonderful day. So if you want a playlist, just type !playlist in chat, and boom, there is a playlist with more than 300 songs that I like and love. And if you're in Los Angeles, I wonder if you're coming to BlizzCon, because we're gonna be there 100%. Even if you're not going to the convention, maybe we can meet for a burger or what the other Americans are doing there. Glad you are still enjoying this. And follow us even if you're on a different continent. So yeah, I feel it's definitely noticeable that I'm not at 100%. But I hope you still enjoy it, guys. Tomorrow Remo is gonna be casting, and I will hopefully be back in full force on Friday. Am I there on Friday? I'm not even too sure. Thank you, Melon Hots, for the sub. Thanks, guys. Very, very kind words. Not going to BlizzCon, but meeting you guys would be amazing. I live in Santa Monica. All right, man. I have zero idea how much time we're gonna have while being in California, because we have no idea what happens there. I mean, everyone expects something around Reforged, but we don't know if we have any meetings. We have no idea how much time we have, actually. So we'll keep in touch, though, I guess. So the first game already, going to a best of 3. This is what we want to see. No smashing. See, I mean, the two games were pretty one-sided each. But next up is, of course, the decider afterwards. Sock versus Fly, and we go into map number 3. The decision in Orc Mirror. Is it newbie or LP Club prevailing? It is last refuge to determine the first winner bracket finalist of Group A, who would then have a very convenient position, not having to go through the entire lower bracket in case of a loss. So last refuge, no big creeping thingies doable here, right? Or do I miss something? I don't think so. I mean, you do have a little trick at the Troll Priests, where they don't summon the inner fire, but that's about it. Or do some of these two guys have tricks up their sleeves? It's of course very important to get the consumable in the middle, but that's something for tier 2, usually with a Shadowhunter, to claim dominance over the middle, or to just stay on your side of the map. Last Refuge, kind of like Twisted, a very good map to pimp your heroes. Very good and balanced creep spots there, I guess. So is it Blade Master? Is it another Shadowhunter? Will it be a Farseer as a surprise? This seems to be the map, for some reason, where we see the most tier 3 techs in Orc Mirror. Something we rarely see. But this could be it here on Last Refuge. Lynn in the bottom left, FoCuS in the upper right, who had a very good start, but then, as I said, on Twisted Meadows, the Golem spot is the easiest in the upper left, and very, very hard on the other spots. And yeah, that is what caused the demise of FoCuS on map 2. This should be pretty balanced, and hopefully it comes down to fighting skills, to creep routes, to map controls, to timings. But in all those regards, if we look back the past couple of years, Lin was always superior. Lin was always the one with the better fights. Lin was the player in Orc Mirror with miraculous wins that was never matched. Like, the way he won Orc Mirror fights is still a mystery to me. Kodo sniping early, yeah, of course, but the rest is hidden. And he won't reveal his secrets. We asked him many, many times, what makes you so strong in Orc Mirrors? And of course, the humble Asian response is always luck. But if luck repeats, it turns into skill, and this is exactly what happens. So yeah, I can't do anything for the music. This is the next production that we're reliant on, but yeah, something different, right? So, circlet for Lin. He's getting the second one here as well. No one is too greedy and going for a harass right away, or for the other side of the map. Once again, they're passing in the middle and both go for the opposing camps, stealing stuff away for the Shadow Hunter later. Circlet for Lin was already a little better. Oh, Watcher Wards can be real good. Reacher Potion also pretty good, but I think in the long run, Watcher Wards have always decided games. Unlucky Ensnare for Lin right here. This FoCuS have enough damage. I kind of doubt it, since this Blade Master is so hurt already and the Ensnare doesn't last forever. Sometimes it feels like it, but apparently it's not. He has enough Windwalk and he's able to move away since there's no boots in the game yet. Has to go for the Windwalk because Lin was getting into range. Cancels the healing. But yeah, skirmishes in the early game gives a little advantage to Lin, I would say. But that's about it. T2 is on the way. No one is forgetting about any burrows. And FoCuS is planting a wall. Oh, Lin! He heard it! And that ward is gotten rid of right away. So FoCuS will of course creep the mercenary camp and his natural. So he wanted to prevent a creep jack. Interesting that he's not positioning the wards in the middle or at Lin's side of the map. Maybe indicating that he wants to be a little more passive. FoCuS again doesn't... Oh, did he get it? I'm not too sure. This one goes to Lin though. But very equal experience. Very equal experience. No one is even remotely close to level 3. So I wonder how they do that. Will they invest more mana to roam? Or will they creep with the Shadow Hunter at the same time? I think at this point you must prioritize the Shadow Hunter. And this is a big pick for FoCuS. Even though he takes the experience away from his own Shadow Hunter, he gets level 2 nonetheless. From where? Were the grunts creeping at the bottoms? Ah, okay, yeah. On the inside of the map. I love the multitasking here. Both Blade Masters in the shadows. He's gonna go for it. Lin exposes him first. Reveal being used, and the Blade Masters fight again. Shadow Hunter should pop out soon. With the speed scroll, he could be here in time, and Lin claims dominance over the spot, but FoCuS is stealing Magpie. No, it's not in time. Lin did enough damage to force him away. And with that, having a little bit of an experience lead. Going into the tier 2 stages. Shadow Hunter's out, and now time for the shops, most likely on both sides. Pretty easy to creep, you know your opponent is busy doing the same thing. And no one is really too aggressive here, or is Lin? Oh yeah, he is. Knife between his teeth. There's still Hex on the Magi. No steal though. Oh, he denied experience, but the Invo Potion still goes to FoCuS. So this means the entire the experience is still split, but nothing went to the Blade Master, and FoCuS is losing a grunt here. Great creep jack by Lin, who's getting more creeps from the spot as well, plus the grunt, plus denying the experience on the Blade Master. Still no Windwalk level 2, still far away from that. And it feels like Lin crept the spot, except the item. So FoCuS kind of forced into the safe spot right here. Healing wards, of course, great for creeping, but again, this army is ridiculous. Lin seems to be in full control here. And he steals another... No, he didn't steal another one. But maybe the big one? No. Gets rid of the heal ward, but with Ensnare coming in soon and with Hex,
A player's forces are under attack.
you should never allow this big level 5 creep to go to your opponent. And he doesn't. Level 2 for the Shadow Hunter. But this is a camp that Lin still can do after he loses a fight or if he has to retreat. Shadow Hunter finds level 3 in the middle of the map. This is way better for the King of Orcs. FoCuS needs some kind of a can opener to get back into this, and this is not one. Red spot creeper. This will be like anticipated, I guess, by Lin. And again, not the best creep execution by FoCuS. Needs an ensnare, needs a hex. This should be closed though, but the Blade Master's coming in. Uh-oh. Who's gonna get it? Reveal was used though, and he backs off from it. Lin engages with Shadowhunter and Raiders himself. Too much disable. Nothing is working for FoCuS really here. Was kind of forced to go for the red spot after the disaster at his shop. Peons move to the fight. No one is engaging into the red spot again. They know how close they are to each other. 46 supply for Lin. And I guess the first Kodo is coming. He's oftentimes very, very quick with the Kodos. Quicker than his opponent. And Lin backs off. Very safe camp now. Is aware that FoCuS is close. So creeping the rock golem with slow now would be a big risk. Shadowhunter a little out of position, able to be attacked by FoCuS's Blade Master. The battle for level 3 here. FoCuS is super close. And with a level up for this fight, he could go for crit level 2. We'll see if he goes for that. Invo Potion. FoCuS is the first one with the Kodo, actually. And Lin's Shadowhunter, man. Still not level 3. He's waiting with the next heal wave for that level 3. He's putting so much damage onto that Kodo. All damage to that support unit. He's eating a unit, another heal wave force, but he can just delay that. The second Kodo brought to the fight right away, and that's finally level 3. The big upgrade. FoCuS only level 2. Okay. Lin with the Kodo now as well. He has everything he needs. The Blade Master's in danger. The level 1 heal wave saves him for now, but he can't stay in this fight. No way. Everything is red. The second Kodo is falling as well. Lin smashing the fight once again, being jacked, but absolutely the right call to not go for the red spot, to not go for the mercenary camp. Just this little Murloc baiting FoCuS into this jack. And as I said in the very beginning of this fight, sniping Kodos early is key. And that opens the red spot for him. That opens the Merc camp for him. And what can FoCuS get? In the upper side of the map, the Ogre at his expansion is already gone, of course. Oh, and good scouting there as well. He leaves the red spot alone. That kind of surprises me. FoCuS has a lot to creep there, so maybe Lin wants to be more aggressive. Something +6, I'm not too sure what it is. I think Lin could have gone for the red spot. Maybe he was scared of a re-engagement. Flute, nah, one for the shop. You don't have too much range damage, and okay, this is interesting. Oh, Robe of the Magi, that's big. And the Mana Potion, that's so much mana for the support hero here. That's like 3 more heal waves. And that's an easy red spot.
Forces are under attack.
Helm of Valor. Okay. Decent for the blade, I guess, for a little bit more damage and tankiness. Run for the shot, but he catches the blade! Oh no! Disaster for FoCuS. The Shadow Hunter is too far away. The end snare reveals the blade, and FoCuS is losing his first hero. GG! Damn, that was a great snipe by Lin. Out of nowhere, FoCuS was too sure of himself. Lin wins the series, advances to the winner bracket final after being down a map. But this only happens once to Lin. He got the revenge on Twisted and pretty damn dominant on Last Refuge as well. So what was the mistake for FoCuS here? I think the first and like the key the key was the fight at the shop, right? At the beginning of tier 2, when Lin was aggressive and FoCuS wasn't. He got a little bit ahead in the early game already, but that was the big determining factor. From that moment on, Lin was a little ahead in experience, and he just improved on that. In the bottom right with that fight, where he got level 3 on the Shadow, FoCuS lost 8 supply in Kodos. Not supposed to happen. So FoCuS down to the lower bracket, where he will face the loser of Sock and Fly. Lin in the winner bracket final, where he will face the winner of Sock and Fly. If you're here on Twitch and watching live, we have an extension on the right hand side of the stream called Spectate, black and white icon that shows you all the grids, all the results, and the schedule for the upcoming 3 days. Hope you enjoy that for your convenience. Thank you, Lazy Ass, for the 5-month resub. Love y'all. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. So, right, that was the first best of 3 of the day. We go into the second semifinal after a little break with Fly versus Sock and a human versus Orc. Can't wait to see these guys clashing, as both seems to be in pretty damn good shape, especially Fly. So a little highlight reel once again for Twisted Meadows. This fight was, I thought maybe start of a little comeback for FoCuS, but in the end, the Shadow Hunter kill wasn't enough. He lost pretty much half of his army in that battle. Oh, we have some heavy music here. So yeah, good hero focus. That was the only way after an abysmal start to get back into this. And yeah, you see it though. His units will fall like flies after this. Good execution for the hero focus, but yeah, pretty much about it. Now 3 units die here. And you can't get back from that. You can't even get back from that early game, really. Lin is just a god in Orc Mirror. That is the case and will always be the case. How obnoxious this was. Coming from this fight, rushing into the base, killing 2 burrows was crazy. Yeah. And here, the decision pretty much in the deciding game 3. Creep check by Lin, aggressive Shadow Hunter first. Little help of the creeps, but again, getting the advantage here. And then FoCuS being jacked at the red spot, has to give up the big camp. Wasting so much time. And then engaging, being baited into this creep check with the Shadow Hunter advantage. Hero focus again. Didn't work too well for the LP Club member. It's crazy how FoCuS has the Kodo in this fight for quite some time. And at this point, the Shadow Hunters are still 2-2. For a long time as well. But Lin is saving the mana for the level 3. FoCuS has no chance to save his Kodo, even the backup Kodo. This is all time. This entire time, FoCuS has 10% more damage than Lin. Until now. But yeah, he gets the Devour off. got the hero advantage, and forces FoCuS out. Crazy. The bloodthirsty Blade Master following him here. And okay, we didn't see the nice Blade Master kill at the end, but yeah, that's it. First series done in the books. We have 4 more for you here at Back to Warcraft. This took right as scheduled. I'm not too sure how long the break lasts. I think about 8 minutes, but yeah, I'll be back in 6 after a little break, so stay tuned. Check out the links in the description to support us and find us on social media. So see you in a bit.